24 hours after his third arrest for drunk driving, Councilman Zack Reed was back to work. The city councilman pled not guilty in court this morning. And News Channel 5's John Cossack is in our newsroom with more on this story. John, there was one thing that Councilman Reed did not want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's right, Danita. Zack's not saying where he was Monday night in the hours after council leading up to his arrest. He's also not talking about his drinking. He says that is a personal situation. Everything he says will come out at trial. He spoke briefly with reporters today after today's hearing and stressed he will not let this affect his work as a councilman.
Well, I'm going back to 601 Lakeside to answer telephone calls right now, so at least for the day it's not.
So you don't have any plans of resigning or anything?
No, I mean, there's no way we're going to resign. I mean, we got a lot of work out there to do. We started a lot of work 13 years ago, and still got a lot of work we got to continue to do, and we're going to continue to do it on behalf of the people of Ward 2 and the citizens of the city of Cleveland.
Well, coming up tonight at 6, News Channel 5's Michael Baldwin will sit down with Reed and talk to him one-on-one about his plans for the future. But despite Zack's less than stellar record in certain areas, he still stands with some strong support in the Mount Pleasant section of Cleveland. News Channel 5's Brian Archer has more.
He would enter a plea of not guilty at this time.
That was 8 years ago. 5 years ago, Cleveland Councilman Zack Reed was sentenced to 10 days in jail for a similar offense that happened in 2007. And this morning,
Does your client wish to plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
all this stems from charges of driving while under the influence. Reed was stopped early Tuesday morning near East 9th and Rockwell. He was arrested when he failed a sobriety test.
After having all the facts presented to us, council will deal with this directly.
So says Cleveland Council President Martin Sweeney, but that won't happen until after the jury trial that Reed requested.
Bottom line, I think, is a real concern, and he has a concern for what is best for the community.
Thomas Stone, who has worked with Reed on community development, sees the side of Reed that isn't always quite so public.
I think he's getting the point in terms of being really conscientious about, I think, the conditions of the community and wanting to see it thrive.
And up to this point, that work continues despite Reed's struggles.
You know, by and large, we've been able to find a way to continue to work for the betterment of the community, knowing that there is these other things that he's dealing with.
Today, Zack Reed was on duty at City Hall, and whether Ward 2 voters allow him to stay there in the future remains to be seen. On your side, I'm Brian Archer for News Channel 5.
And as Brian mentioned, Reed will seek a jury trial. He is due next in court on March 19th. Live in the newsroom, John Cossack, News Channel 5.
Okay, John, thank you.